We're going to move on to the closing statements. I believe the debate format indicated that the first should be last when we got to the closing, and the last should be first. So Judge Murphy, you will lead off.
I just want to say again, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. What a captive audience. I'm sure you probably need to outstudy and be doing some things getting ready for your classes. So I really appreciate you all being here today. I want to say a special thanks to my mom. She's about 3 hours from home, and she seems to travel everywhere with me. I want to say a special thanks to Ashley Hahn, who's actually my office manager and scheduler. You just do a great job, and you really make me proud of young people. I also want to say a special thanks to you, Kelsey. You're a student here at OU, and I really appreciate you being involved in helping. And I really appreciate Caleb. You're also here tonight. I met you in Bartlesville, met you with your folks, and I really appreciate you coming out to support me. It's been a great opportunity to be here. And the bottom line of all of this is, I told you at the beginning, and it's still the same, there's only one reason I'm running for this office. I don't need this job. I want it. I want to give back to the state that has given me so much. I think in times of critical, challenging issues, it's important to make sure that we're electing the most qualified, credentialed people who have diversity in rural and urban area. There are no corporation commissioners right now that have any background living and dealing with a farm and ranch in urban areas. If it's a statewide office, we need to make sure we have some diversity there. I'm proud to have the experience that I do in the energy sector because it's been the backbone of Oklahoma. Lots of questions out here have been about power and utilities. We touched upon very little of the oil and gas industry, which is one of the most active industries regulated by the Commission as far as permitting for spacing and drilling. Also the trucking industry, petroleum storage tanks, there's many other areas. And if you really want to know what the mission of the Corporation Commission is and the expanse that it actually touches, you know what the mission statement of the Corporation Commission is? To regulate and enforce laws that supervise activities associated with the exploration and production of oil and gas, the storage and dispensing of petroleum-based products, the setting and establishment of rates and services of public utilities, and the operation of intrastate transportation to best serve the economic needs of the public. In the interest of the public, the Corporation Commission will oversee the conservation of natural resources to avoid waste, abate pollution of the environment, and the most key phrase, balance the rights and needs of the consumers with those of the regulated entities which provide the essential and desirable services for the benefit of Oklahoma and its citizens. Every time you flip a light switch, every time you drive across a railroad crossing, every time you adjust your thermostat, you've been impacted by one of the most important agencies in the state of Oklahoma. I'm honored to step up as a fifth-generation Oklahoman and present myself to you, and I would be honored and so privileged to have your vote on November 4th as your Corporation Commissioner with energy to get the job done, experience to do the job best, and again, excellence in Oklahoma. Not because it should be done, but because it can be done. I hope you'll visit my website at www.danamurphy.com. I've got materials. I hope you'll take those. And I would love to answer some questions before I take off, but I'm actually headed to Muskogee. But I'll leave you my cell phone if you've got more questions. Thanks.
Commissioner Roth.
Thank you, Dr. Gaddy. Thank you to each of you for spending your evening. I imagine you had other options, and I was just so grateful that you came and gave us this opportunity, to the Student Congress, to the YDs and the YRs, and to our group, Earth Group. Thank you for being involved in what you're doing at your local level. I hope, like me at your age, that you have a bug that sustains you for a commitment to public service. I think this American democracy is an incredible opportunity to serve, and I may be old-fashioned, but I believe that public service is a noble pursuit, and I'm so honored to have a chance to take an oath to serve each of you. I want to say thank you to my mother and her unconditional love for jumping on this campaign trail and traveling and helping me put over 1,000 miles a week on my car, visiting hopefully every corner of this state, and a chance to connect with every type of people, because that's the oath that I've taken to serve each of you. Let's be very clear. There's a bright contrast in this campaign. Here's my mission. I don't need to repeat a bureaucrat's mission statement. Here's my mission. I took an oath to serve you, the people of Oklahoma. That's who I'm working for. My record is clear. You have a chance to please check that out. Make sure, because there's only one person with the experience to understand every aspect of this job, and I've been doing it on your behalf. There is a clear contrast between making the decisions to move our state in the right direction and the staffer within the bowels of a bureaucracy that's pushing paper. There is a bright contrast, and I have been making the tough decisions. I don't mind standing alone. You heard a lot about that at the beginning. I don't mind standing alone because I believe I'm standing with over 3 million Oklahomans that want a brighter tomorrow and that are worried about what the finances are doing to their family's budget as they travel this state, as they commute long distance to and from work, as they pick up kids in daycare. There are many Oklahomans who are hurting. Now, as commodity pressure adds to the profitability of a few, there are a lot of Oklahomans who are consumers only, that aren't getting a royalty check, that aren't working for an oil and gas operation no matter what size. And I'm mindful that it takes an oath and a responsibility and the ethics to serve 100% of this state. It's been my honor to take the oath to do it, and I hope for the opportunity to continue to serve. In just 27 days, actually 26 days and 23 hours, the polls will be closing, and I hope you'll have taken your opportunity to participate in this democracy because it is your future that I'm working towards. I'm so grateful, and thank you all.
And for anybody who wants to hear this again, Scott, you'll be airing this on KGOU on Monday?
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Jacqueline, Channel 9.
Monday at noon, directly after Oklahoma Voices.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to grab a few quick.
Okay, we'll be up there in about 5 minutes. Okay.